Yo, welcome to my video on Blobfish Bandit, and we're back in AI, the Somnium files. Last time I got super lucky in a sync with Ota, fighting the great polar bear of doom. But Mayumi confessed, and let's jump right into this and question her motives. So, were you the one who stabbed Ota?
Well...
That face already says no.
You were in the polar bear costume, right?
He's too short.
That means you stabbed him.
Yes! I stabbed him.
Likely story. I think you're just trying to protect Ota because you think he's more in trouble.
With the knife I brought from home. I wasn't trying to hurt him. He fought me, and then it just...
Likely story. Why did you kidnap Iris?
My son is under that witch's spell. Merchandise, concerts. She's bleeding him dry. I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to save him.
Why'd you take her eye out?
Because I just hated her so much. Killing her wasn't enough.
Calm down there, Jigsaw. Why did you want to stream it online?
Because the world needs to see that witch die.
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online streaming?
I'm not stupid. I might be old, but...
Could you explain it to me?
Huh?
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
I can't explain it in words. It's more like muscle memory. I was able to get it working after trying a few times, that's all.
Where did you get the camera and laptop?
I picked them out of the garbage.
Which garbage?
I don't remember. It's true. I planned the whole thing.
About the Cyclops killings.
What do you know about the Cyclops killer? We call the criminal we're after the new Cyclops killer.
I know. They killed Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura.
That's right. Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out. Same as Iris. This leads us to believe that the crimes were all committed by the same person. So this person in the polar bear costume, they are the new Cyclops killer. And you're telling me that person is you? You killed Shoko and Renju?
Yes, I killed them.
Oh, Lord. Why are you lying?
I am not lying.
You do know that perjury is a crime, right?
I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I killed Shoko and Renju, and I tried to cut that demon witch in half.
What was your motive?
Isn't Renju Okiura the president of that awful company where the witch works? He's just as responsible, using her to steal time and money from vulnerable kids. And I'm sure he was debaucherous and degenerate. That man is the root of all evil. That's why I killed him.
It'd be a funny plot twist if this was actually true. Like the game just ends after this. Why'd you kill Shoko?
Renju's ex-wife, right? I did it to get to him.
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
That doesn't matter. The bonds of matrimony are eternal.
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
You are really starting to aggravate me. I answered your questions, so there.
Lady, when and how did you kill her?
Well, I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? Do you really think that lie is gonna work?
I have a memory disorder. I don't always remember everything. It's not my fault.
But you remember the cold storage warehouse.
There are times I remember and times I don't remember. It changes.
Date, Mayumi is not lying about that in particular. There are circumstances that might cause selective memory. For whatever reason, her memory might not have been stored properly in her mind. This is not uncharacteristic for those suffering from dementia.
Date, there's no point in letting this go on.
Are we gonna sync with her?
She's clearly lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I was kidding. I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer. I am.
We're gonna sync.
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence. The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota,
She may have seen the criminal's face.
You know what I'm going to say, right?
Sync?
Date, sync with her.
Ah! Let's do it. That's crazy. We're starting to sync with everybody now. It's going down.
Pewter, we're going to sync with Mayumi Matsushita. Prepare the machine.
Well,
What happened?
the sync machine isn't operating to capacity.
What?
Yesterday's sync, well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were not too compatible.
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine pretty hard. And now, it's not responding.
Well, great.
How long will it take to fix?
16 hours, at least.
You've got 8.
Hit.
But
I
that's
like your style,
impossible.
boss. I like your style.
So we can't sync yet, huh?
But we need to, or this investigation is going nowhere.
Date, I suggest we go to Matsushita Diner. We may be able to find some clues.
Good idea.
I let boss and Pewter know.
Pewter, we're counting on you for those repairs.
I don't know why I always call him Pooter instead of Pewter. But you know what? I'm sticking to it. Pooter, you son of a gun.
I'll be back in 6 hours.
But you said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
That Pewter, always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
Yeah, Pewter is just that kind of guy, you know?
Hey, this is a hostile work environment.
So I'll see you in 4 hours, right, Pewter?
Why would Mayumi lie?
She is probably protecting someone.
But who?
Surely you know by now. There is only one person Mayumi would want to protect that badly.
Yes. Freaking Ota.
It's Ota.
It has to be.
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner with Iris. Mayumi saw the whole thing.
But Ota was stabbed in the stomach by the culprit. Does Mayumi not remember that?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
She thinks Ota stabbed himself?
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the possibility that Ota is the new Cyclops killer?
Is it going to be a spin of just like when he was writing those fake messages to Iris online? He somehow has been doing killings because he's crazy. And he fake kidnapped Iris. The polar bear outfit. Got her eye. But then quickly went off screen, undressed, saved Iris, and then went off screen again to fight the bear. Stabbed himself. Just to impress Iris in the long run. It's not easy being a detective, guys. You know, just... it's complete bullcrap.
Impossible.
Why?
Why can't Oda be the culprit? In yesterday's Somnium, Oda and the polar bear, the van stolen at Femisto, Iris had her eye taken out. Well, the van... Yeah, because how would there be two cars?
The van was stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the passenger seat. She could have been driving.
How so?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven to the warehouse.
But forensics only found Ota's fingerprints on the wheel.
That can be explained. It is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeves.
I would say the eye. Because would he really take out her eye? But going the Somnium.
In yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the polar bear.
That was just a dream. It doesn't necessarily reflect what happened in reality.
He did seem shocked about the knife, though. Alright, I guess I was right, and it is the eye, but...
Iris had her left eye pulled out. Ota would never do that.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself?
Oh, hell no.
What?
Or even asked Ota to do it? Perhaps she ordered him to.
I don't understand.
In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
A performance?
Iris drove the Matsushida's van. Ota drove the station wagon. They went to the warehouse separately. Then, they prepared the live stream. Iris anesthetized her left eye and removed it. Either that, or she asked Ota to extract it. After that, Iris took her position on the table, and Ota donned the polar bear costume and started the saw. Consider this. In the stream, Ota and the polar bear were never on screen at the same time.
True. That means Ota went off camera, took off the costume, and then...
Stay away from Tessa!
Perhaps Mayumi witnessed the entire event. It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Yes, but this is only a theory.
So my whole theory was sort of correct, but I didn't put Iris with him. Why would they do that?
Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and Renju.
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list. That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab himself. It makes it look like there's another criminal involved.
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only a theory. It is one of many possibilities.
It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely. They wouldn't go that far just to avoid suspicion.
Yeah, I don't think it was them.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial killer. Shoko and Renju were both exposed and displayed. And they both had their left eye removed while they were still alive. Whoever our killer is, it is clear that they are sociopathic or even psychotic.
We can't rule anything out.
Matsushita Diner, Tuesday, 11:15 a.m.
Ota, why are you...
Why did you arrest Mom? You said you were gonna clear her. Why?
I still want to hit him with a walk, by the way. All right. There's a photo in front of Oda. Worried about Mayumi?
Of course I am. That's my mom. What son wouldn't be worried about his mom?
Worried about Iris?
So worried that my stomach is in knots. The surgery was successful, but they told me she isn't out of the ICU yet.
Why are you here?
When I was in the hospital, the police came to me. They told me that my mom confessed. I couldn't believe it, so I went to the police station. But because she was under investigation, they wouldn't let me see her. After that, I didn't feel like going back to the hospital. That's why I'm here.
It's not like Mayumi is under arrest.
You asked me why your mom was arrested earlier, but she isn't under arrest.
What?
I spoke with her as part of my investigation, yes. But as a source of valuable information, not as a suspect. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying. So we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
That's what I've been saying! Mom didn't do it, she's innocent!
Is Iris the criminal?
Word is going around. Maybe Iris was the one who killed Shoko and Renju. And you and her planned this warehouse incident to get her off our suspects list.
No way! Tessa had her eye.
She could have pulled it out herself, or asked you to do it.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that? I was fighting for my life against the criminal!
That wasn't caught on camera, though. Neither was the part where you got stabbed.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
It wouldn't be the first time you faked something, would it, Ota?
You...
Hey, we're not wrong. That's what you get for always lying to me, Oda. Did you stage the warehouse incident, you jerk?
I'm telling you I didn't!
Then why is Mayumi protecting you?
Mom is protecting me?
Your mother is stubborn. She's lying to us because she's protecting someone. The only person I can think of would be you.
Why?
Apparently she thinks that you're the criminal.
Why would she think that?
Your guess is as good as mine. Got any ideas?
What are
Maybe
you
because of her
hiding?
condition. Mom has... dementia. Maybe her memory is just mixed up.
Likely story about Mayumi's dementia.
Everything is my fault. It's because of me that Mom is... I know how it looks now, but back in the day, the diner was doing pretty good. You know Bloom Park is close by here, right? People who visited the park would stop here a lot. But ever since the explosion 8 years ago...
The chemical plant accident?
Yeah. We're just barely outside of the restricted area, but... because Bloom Park closed, the number of customers dropped by a lot. The diner didn't last much longer. When this place closed, Dad started working at a Chinese restaurant chain during the day. And he was a security guard and traffic cop at night. Mom worked as a janitor. They were both working hard and barely got any sleep.
And you?
I was just a high school student at the time. I was such a dumbass. I thought it was totally normal to have both parents working, so I didn't even get a part-time job. And they bought me a PC and Idol concert tickets. I had it good, but we were drowning in debt.
Debt?
And there's a loan on the house and the diner.
Jeez, dude.
Mom and Dad didn't let this place go. There are too many memories here to give it up. So they slaved day and night to keep it open. They worked and worked and worked. Thanks to them, I was even able to go to a good university, but right after I started, Dad...
Passed away?
Yeah. He had a heart attack. From overwork. But even then, I didn't get it, you know? I didn't appreciate how hard they worked for me. Even when I wasn't taking college seriously and getting bad grades, my mom didn't say a thing. She just smiled and told me that it was okay, even when I told her I was going to drop out. Mom, I'm thinking of dropping out of college.
Like he's still wearing the exact same thing and everything.
What? Why do you want to do that, Ota?
I decided that I'm going to become a writer.
Wow, a writer. Oh, that's a good goal to have. But you really should finish college. You worked so hard to get in.
You don't understand, Mom.
No, you
a
don't
writer has to
understand.
put all of their time into their creativity. I won't have time to go to classes. Plus, I'm friends with the editor of a publishing company. I'm definitely going to have my first book published.
Is that right? Well, Ota, if you say so, I won't stop you. Do what makes you happy. You'll turn out just fine. I know you can do it. And no matter what happens, Mom will always be on your side, okay? Forever and ever. I'll always support you, Ota.
What a jerk. You lied about the editor thing, right?
Yeah, how do you guess?
You lied about everything, Oda.
It was really just a few texts back and forth. But I was thrilled. I thought I could make it as a writer because of that. But it's impossible. I know there's no way I can be a writer. I've never even finished writing a novel. Not even once.
Ugh. This is hitting too close to home, Oda. I'm the same way. Got so many stories I have to finish.
I always give up after the first 5,000 words.
Oh, I do more than that, Oda. Come on.
To even apply for the amateurs contest, you have to submit 10 times that.
Well, yeah.
But Mom, she kept supporting me.
When did Mayumi's illness start?
Not long after I quit college. Mom was always smiling at me. But I think she was starting to slip mentally. One day.
Oh, what's wrong, Ota? Do you have the day off from school?
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, right. You don't attend anymore. Oopsie, I totally forgot.
How can you forget your own son's career choice?
Sorry. Anyway, are you hungry? You haven't eaten anything since this morning, have you?
Are you kidding?
What?
I ate breakfast and lunch already.
Oh, did you?
Ota's a douche.
By the way, Ota, what's living at the dorms like?
Oh boy.
Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not teasing you, honey.
Don't fuck with me!
Jeez. Listen to the rest of the story, because he's a jerk.
Mom got sick because I'm such a piece of shit. I was only thinking about myself. I didn't take care of her. I was so stupid, I didn't realize she was sick. I thought she was messing with me. I was so cruel to her for no reason.
All about you, Ota, huh?
And she got worse and worse.
About the picture.
What's that picture?
The family photo, ain't it? Ota turned the photo frame to me so I could see it.
Looking at this photo reminds me. One time, when I was a kid, I said something really bad to Mom and Dad, and they scolded me for it. And it's not like it was an apology or anything, but Dad and I gave her a Mother's Day gift. My mom was so happy that she cried. That's what this photo is from. Why did it turn out like this? I'm such a bad son.
Hey, Iba.
What is it?
I don't like Ota one bit. But I can't imagine that this guy's the criminal.
He's a simp. He's not a criminal.
Why is that?
Hearing his story made me think that he's not such a bad guy.
Your presumption is illogical.
Human beings are illogical. We're not like you AI. We can't be logical all the time.
It's fair.
But we make up for it in one very important way.
What is that?
Intuition.
Do you find that useful?
At times.
Iba,
let's go back to the cold storage warehouse. We might be missing something.
Understood.
All right. To the warehouse. Wait a minute. Can I say anything else to Ota? Ota is sitting in depressed look on his face. No, I can't. To the cold storage warehouse. Zoom a zoom. Zoom a zoom, I said. Iba. Let's go. Harbor Warehouse District, Tuesday, 12:50 p.m. It's been a couple hours. Let's go. And they're still here with the tape.
Date, weren't you going to check the warehouse?
I was, but a thought occurred to me.
Thought occurred to me. What am I looking for? Forklift? Policeman? Doesn't have any new information. Other policeman? Cold storage warehouse? Station wagon?
Iba, are you sure that Ota took this car?
As I've already explained, the security cameras at the Famisto parking lot saw the entire incident clearly.
So it was definitely Ota who drove it here.
Why are you stating the obvious?
What about the van?
Iba, who drove the van here?
There are two possibilities. Either Iris or the criminal who kidnapped Iris.
And Mayumi?
Considering the time that she purchased the chocolate, that would be almost impossible. The van was hijacked from the Famisto parking lot at 10:32 p.m. At that time, Mayumi was in the 812 convenience store more than 100 yards away.
Yes.
We found the chocolate Mayumi bought on the floor of the cold storage warehouse. But that doesn't prove she was actually at the scene. If she was, how did she get here? She wasn't in the van or the station wagon.
Exactly.
Of course, a different car. I will search for all vehicles that were in this area from Sunday night to Monday morning.
Iba connected to the in-system server and began her research. She got a result in no time.
Found one hit. A taxi.
Where's that taxi now?
It is parked in Lemniscate's parking lot.
At Lemniscate? Why?
Huh.
Unknown. But we should speak with the driver immediately.
Map! To the map mobile! Lemniscate. Alright, Lemniscate. Tuesday, 1:36 p.m. Man, we're booking time now.
Hey, got a minute?
Are you talking to moi?
What?
This guy.
Date, now is not the time to be distracted by this old man's diction.
Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
Moi? I am but a humble taxicab driver.
Moi? Moi? Moi?
There we go.
I'm with the police. I have some questions for you.
Get down! Get down! I'm gonna tase you! What's up, receptionist? How you doing, girl? About Iris.
What? You're too far away. I can't hear you. Oh, I can't believe Asa became a victim too. It's like, seriously, can you not?
Like, seriously,
What's
dude.
next? Freaks me out.
You're not gonna be next, girl. I'll protect you.
Could you introduce me to some big, strong man who can protect me?
Alright, ignore what I said.
Nah. I'm sure you'll be fine on your own.
No, I'll totally die.
Okay, lizard girl. Anyway, driver. About Mayumi. Let's cut to the chase. Before I arrived at Lemniscate, I got a picture of Mayumi from Abyss. Showed it to the driver.
Did you drive this passenger on Sunday night?
Oh, I did indeed. I remember her well. The old hag.
Dude, hog. Yes.
Old hag.
I took her on a tour of the streets of Tokyo. Our ultimate destination was the warehouse district in Ariake.
Why didn't you report this to the police?
Reported?
You don't know about the incident at the cold storage warehouse? It was all over the news.
No, I'm afraid not. Newspapers and television news programs have never been much of an interest to moi.
Moi. Where are you from?
I was born in Kawago, Saitama.
And why do you talk like that?
Wait, Saitama. Is he One Punch Man? Oh, God.
I don't know what you mean. I've spoken this way all my life. My parents speak with the same vernacular.
What are you doing here?
I have just finished conveying my client from Tameke Sano's studio. I was informed that the visit here would be brief, and thus I have decided to wait in this lobby.
Describe what happened with Mayumi. Moi.
I recall it was around 10 in the evening. Near the Kabasaki district, an unassuming restaurant named Matsushita Diner. That's where I picked up the old hag.
Yeah.
And as soon as she stepped foot in my conveyance, she was already barking orders at me. Follow that van, hurry! I must admit, I found it rather exciting, just like an old chase film. I, of course, insisted that I be paid up front. We pursued the van for roughly half an hour. Suddenly, the van came to a halt at a convenience store.
The Femisto along Koshu, right?
Precisely right. I am surprised you know that. In any case,
I'm a
I knew
detective.
that the jig would be up if we were seen following the van.
I knew that the jig would be up if we was.
So I decided to drive past it.
Can't this driver be like a mainstay in the story? I forget.
I parked at the 8 store, but 100 yards from there. While waiting for the object of our pursuit to make its next move, the old hag suddenly spoke up. I have to buy something, she declared, then made her way into the 8.
This must be when Mayumi bought the Odoroki man chocolate.
A few minutes later, the old hag finished making her purchases and walked out. And then, at that very moment, I witnessed the van jet off at great speed down Koshu. I hurried the old hag inside my vehicle, then resumed the chase. We followed them for roughly half an hour more.
Yes, it was quite exhilarating.
I see. If the driver's story is correct, Mayumi did not know that Ota was left behind at the Femisto.
Mayumi thought Ota was in the van the whole time.
Listen to the rest of the story.
Arrived at a splendid manor. The van entered the premises through the front gate and disappeared from view. We, of
What?
course, could not follow, so we waited outside. I estimate another 10 minutes passed. The front gate opened once again, and the van drove out, and we pursued. But 30 minutes later, our pursuit was foiled again.
What happened?
The van drove into the restricted Kawasaki district. The old hag, of course, demanded that I follow. But I was not about to risk my license and livelihood. Instead, I parked on the road and waited for the van to drive back the way it came. But of course, we knew it might not take the same road back. In fact, we were not even sure the van would be coming back at all. But the old hag was not keen on giving up, so we began our stakeout.
Could you go back to where it went into?
About 45 minutes later, the date had changed at this point. It was 12:25 a.m. on Monday.
How do you remember the time so well?
Well, you see, I always keep my radio dial on the same station. I remember precisely which programs were playing during this endeavor. Thus, I can approximate the time.
I see. Please continue.
At 12:25 a.m., the old hag's tenacious gamble paid dividends. The van returned down the same street. And thus, we again made pursuit. I kept considerable distance. We had come so far, I did not want to get caught now. But my caution backfired. I lost sight of the van in the Ariake warehouses. Without so much as a thank you, the old hag popped open the door and took off toward the warehouses. I waited for some time, but the old hag did not return. The goose was cooked at this point, so I made the decision to return home.
The goose was cooked at this point.
I am glad I had the foresight to ask for payment in advance.
Oh, I love this driver. I have one more question.
I follow your story. I have one more question. Where is this manor the van stopped at?
Exactly. That's what I was wanting to know a minute ago.
Oh, every taxi driver in the city knows that residence. It is the personal home of Congressman So Sajima.
Ooh.
Sajima? Why did the van go to So's house?
We need to speak with him immediately.
So's about to get shot.
Agreed. Let's move.
He's about to get shot. He's about to get shot because I'm getting shook. But unfortunately, we're going to have to wait till the next episode. Unfortunately, I have some things to do today, so I need to cut this episode slightly short. But we got some valuable information, you know? And I can't wait for the next episode. I might do some I usually upload every other day AI video, but might coming up I might do like, you know, consecutive days for a couple episodes, you know, because I feel like this game is very long, which I don't have a problem with. But, you know, it'd be nice to get some more episodes out. Especially since I enjoy the game so much, you know, play it more often. So, yeah. But, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, squish that like button, as always, and leave a comment, subscribe. Hope to see you in the next one and all my future ones. Deuces.